everybody! In this video, we are going to learn about information system. Before proceeding to the lesson, let's see what are the learning outcomes of this video. We will study about the components of information system, which are hardware, software, data, people, procedure and connectivity in this video. Now let's look at the meaning of information system. Information system is about interrelated components working together to collect, process, filter and distribute data to support decision making, coordination, control, analysis and virtualization in an organization. There are 6 components in the information system. There are hardware, software, data, people, procedure and connectivity. Now let's look at what is hardware. Hardware is a part of an information system that you can touch. It is all about physical devices and materials used in information processing. For examples, keyboards, disk drives, iPads, flash drives, computers, video monitors and printers. Software is a set of instructions that tells the hardware what to do. Software is not tangible, which means it cannot be touched. There are 2 categories of software. Firstly, it is operating system software. The function of operating system software is it control and support the operation of a computer system. For example, Microsoft Windows on a personal computer and Google's Android on a mobile phone. Secondly, it is application software. Application software are the programs that direct processing for a particular use of computers. For example, word processing programs, spreadsheet programs, and many more. Data is a collection of raw facts. For example, your street address, the city you live in, and your phone number are all pieces of data. Like software, data is also intangible. Data is the unorganized fact that is required to be processed to make it meaningful. By themselves, pieces of data are not really very useful. But aggregated and organized together into a database, data can become a powerful tool for business. Organizations collect all kinds of data and use it to make decisions. These decisions can then be analyzed as to their effectiveness and the organization can be improved. The examples of data are weights, price, cost, number of items sold, employee names, product names, addresses, tax codes, registration mark, and etc. When thinking about information systems, it is easy to get focused on the technology components and forget that we must look beyond these tools to fully understand how they integrate into an organization. A focus on the people involved in information system is the next step. From the frontline help desk workers to system analysts to programmers all the way up to the Chief Information Officer (CIO, the people involved with information systems are an essential element that not be overlooked. The people resources are, firstly we will look at the creators of information systems. They play a role in designing, developing and building information systems. These people are generally very technical and have a background in programming and mathematics. Just about everyone who works in the creation of information system has a minimum of a bachelor's degree in computer science or information system, though that is not necessarily a requirement. For example, system analyst. A system analyst is a person who uses analysis and design techniques to solve business problems using information technology. System analysts may serve as change agents who identify the organizational improvements needed, design systems to implement those changes, and train and motivate others to use the systems. Secondly, programmer. Programmers spend their time writing computer code in a programming language and updating existing program. They also identify and correct coding errors. Thirdly is computer engineer. Computer engineers design the computing devices that we use every day. Besides the people who work to create, administer, and manage information systems, there is one more extremely important group of people, the users of information systems. This group represents a very large percentage of the people involved. If the user is not able to successfully learn and use an information system, the system is doomed to failure. End users also typically do not possess the technical understanding or skill of the product designers. Examples of end users are salespersons, engineers, and customers. Most end users in business are knowledge workers, that is, people who spend most of their time communicating and collaborating in teams of work groups and creating, using, and distributing information. Knowledge workers are said to think for a living, unlike manual laborers who are paid for performing physical tasks. Knowledge workers are differentiated from other workers by their ability to solve complex problems or to develop new products or services in their fields of expertise. Procedures are the policies that govern the operation of a computer system. Procedures are to people what software is to hardware. It's a common analogy that is used to illustrate the role of procedures in a system. The example of procedures are data entry procedures, error correction procedures, instructions for filling out a paper form or using a software package manually, and etc. The final part of information system is connectivity. Connectivity is the capability of a computer to share resources with other computers using networking. Telecommunication networks like the internet, intranets, and extranets have become essential to the successful electronic business and commerce operations of all types of organizations and their computer-based information systems. Telecommunication network consists of computers, communication processors, and other devices interconnected by communication media and controlled by communication software. The concept of connectivity emphasizes that communication networks are a fundamental resources component of all information systems. Network resources include communications media, which are twisted pair wire, fiber optic cable, microwave, cellular, and satellite wireless system. Next is network support. There are people, hardware, software, data resources that directly support to the operation and use of a communications network. Well, that's all for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you all could understand today's lesson. If you have any doubts or questions, feel free to ask in the comment section below. And don't forget to subscribe our channel for more interesting videos. Thank you so much. See you on next video. Good luck.